Your Inspiration Station, Worship 94.5 FM. Your man RoJay holding it down for you. Time for the takeover with my man Keithian. A lot to discuss, so we're going to jump right in it. First of all, the EP is out right now. The Green Clouds EP is out. How have you been feeling about that, man?
Yeah, man, everything's going pretty good. I'm pretty excited about this EP and everything that's like I'm pushing and whatnot. So yeah, it's going.
So first of all, I have to ask, why the title Green Cloud?
Green Cloud is a double entendre for me, meaning that like it has two meanings. Like, you in the South, we in the South. I grew up in the South, so like before the storms come, sometimes when you see it in the horizon, you see the rain hit the ground, and it's just like, since it's green, it kind of floats up in the air, so you kind of see green clouds before the storm gets to you, and then for those who live in cannabis friendly areas,
Right.
green clouds also means that.
Yeah, so this is your third project to date. Now, there was a decent length of time between the debut and the sophomore, but as far as when you dropped the debut album and now, what has been the biggest lesson you have learned that made this project that much more special?
Honestly, there's so many lessons, man. As an artist, I knew I grew. I learned more vulnerability because coming from the world, like as a songwriter, producer, sometimes you write songs, you give it to other people or whatever, things like that. You work it, you kind of give more of yourself to other people. And as an artist, I was just kind of like more locked in about what's going on my daily life, like what's happening to me, what's happening in my surroundings, the people that I affect me. And it was just like a different type of vulnerability that I got a chance to tap into. And, of course, the pandemic happened too as well. And I lost my brother in the midst of it. This actually EP was supposed to come out this time last year, but like I was going through grief and whatnot. So it's kind of slowed down. And now I'm just kind of not, forever it's going to feel that way. But at the same time, it's got a different look on it and everything. So that's what I've learned a lot.
I'm definitely sorry about your loss. I know it's like therapeutic sometimes for writers and producers to channel their grief and pain into art, but yeah, definitely comes at a cost. So I'm sorry to hear about that. Now, you have writing credits to your name. I did try to lock down some of those records so that we can discuss them, but I couldn't really get a handle on them. So if you don't mind mentioning a few of these artists that you have written for.
Yeah, I do. No, I've written for Jennifer Hudson. I've written for Tiger. A lot of stuff for Haley Reinhardt, which is jazz musicians, just like a lot of different artists and whatnot. As a writer, I kind of didn't even try to do it for the most part. It just kind of happens sometimes, and yeah, man.
Gotcha. Now, do you consider yourself a secret weapon or a hidden gem?
Yeah, you know what? I don't even know. I don't consider myself any of that, but I will say I feel like an underdog just about, but I know every underdog has their day. So like just getting more and more people to listen and stuff, I feel like they'll relate to what I'm talking about and the things that I'm experiencing. I would say you can, if you want to say a weapon, I'd be like, yeah, I'm a weapon.
Well, we won't play too humble about that now. We can claim that if we feel like it now. We don't have to be apologetic.
Oh, yeah, no, not apologetic yet at all. I'm just saying that, like, I don't even want this to be no secret. I want to be just one out there since every weapon's legal. Got you.
Now, I know the independent route is an entire grind than being on a major label. Now, do you find it more rewarding or challenging being independent?
Both. I would say both. I got a chance to experience being on a major label, and it was not as progressive as one may seem. Now understanding that, like, I was had accessibility that I usually wouldn't, but also at the same time, that was this weird cap where the accessibility kind of also gives you a catch-22, where it's like, okay, you have to really execute and then come with this, opposed to being an independent artist where you don't have as much accessibility, but you get a chance to really control everything. And for the most part, it's more of a grind, I will say, but yeah, I've been enjoying this journey as an independent artist as well.
Look, we're just getting started. My man Keithian is joining me for the takeover tonight. We have so much more on the way. You guys keep it locked right here, your Inspiration Station, Worship 94.5 FM. My man Keithian with Chance right here, your Inspiration Station, Worship 94.5 FM. Now, I've been spinning this track on the show here for a couple of weeks now, and I do want to know what the story behind this record is?
Yo, so Chance is the same pretty much thing. All my stories, and particularly this one, have names or relationships. You know what I mean? And Chance is a game. It's like the game of chance that you kind of get with after you chasing someone for so long, you finally got them. And then you're basically like, okay, cool. You know, you can't treat me any kind of way because I got here. You know what I mean? So
Right.
It's one of those things like, what's the chance that you're going to call me out? Or what's the chance I'm going to hold my weight a little bit more in this one, you know? So that's pretty much what it is. It's like when you get to that relationship and you guys start playing games back and forth, you're basically like, you're not going to leave me.
Just over it, huh? Not even mad about it. Okay, guys, we got more with my man Keithian on the way. Definitely want you to keep it locked right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. Your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. Your man RoJay holding it down with my man Keithian to take over tonight on the Love Offer. Now, we're discussing his EP, Green Clouds. Now, Keithian, my favorite on this joint is Go Bay. So I need to know, what was the experience behind this record?
Okay, so the experience behind Go Bay was literally like just fun and games. Honestly, I was trying to be in the more of the relationship, trying to get more time, trying to get more priority in this lady's life, and it wasn't happening. So in an instant, and we're just talking and stuff like that, she's telling me how she's about to do something else, and I was like, you know what, I have all these things planned. Why don't you just go ahead and go big? But it came out as Go Bay in a certain sense. I think she thought I said Go Bay, so it's kind of a joke. It's like, it was literally is.
Right.
I was literally being like, go big, but it came out like Go Bay. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just put the story down on music, and I love that song too as well.
Go Bay is definitely a vibe. So yeah, I'm not mad about that one at all. More with my man Keithian on the way. Keep it locked right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. More love offerings on the way for you right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. You guys can head to our website right now, worship945.com, and find out how to get your tickets to see my man Q Sweat coming to the city, the all-new Orion Amphitheater on June 25th. So, Keithian, you have a track on the EP titled Guaranteed, and I would like to know, what was the story behind that? What was the catalyst behind that particular record?
Guaranteed is another story. I actually put the name inside the song. I know it's pretty crazy, but I literally did it, and it's just to her. So when she hears it, she knows. Oh, she already heard it. She done hit me up, and she loved it. But basically, it's talking about guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed. Everybody's trying to come on a come up, right? So it's like sometimes you kind of go tit for tat in relationships, and you don't really go in or open yourself up to where it'd be because you think that you deserve better or something else is better for you or whatever. So I'm basically saying nothing's ever guaranteed.
And you're just out here dropping names in the middle of songs. Like, how big of a flex is that?
You gotta take a risk. I always thought in songs that's like, you know what, if you don't cringe a little bit, then you ain't doing your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're far from done with my man Keithian tonight on the Takeover, so stick around. More on the way right here. Your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. More love offerings on the way for you right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. Be sure to download our mobile app in your app store, also on Google Play. Get your chance to win tickets to check out the Kingdom Tour, starring Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin. They will be coming to the BJCC in Birmingham on Tuesday, June 7th, all right? Still with my man Keithian for the Takeover. And you have a track on the EP, Green Clouds, titled Storm. Now, it does sound real personal, so I really would like to know what was up with this particular situation that caused you to put this one together.
Yeah, Storm is that whole thing where it's kind of like almost the same thing, situation of just kind of like doing everything you can, but realizing that this isn't working for you or working for us. So before it gets really bad, let me just let you go. Let's just talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, let's just express that it's all right that it don't work, but go further.
And I think we have all been there, seriously. Just recently for me, but we won't talk about that too deep. Now, I got more on the way with my man Keithian, so you guys stick around right here. It's the Takeover on the Love Offering, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. More love offerings on the way for you right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. Been kicking it with my man Keithian tonight, and so much that we want to discuss about the EP Green Clouds, but I do want you to help me remember your first single. I know you surfaced around 2014. Do you remember your first single?
My first single, well, I had a single with a label. It was called Butterflies. And it was like this, it was barely me. They were like, I remember at the time they were basically like, yo, let's make a record like Justin Bieber. So we did it, and they did a music video and all this other stuff. And I was like, yay, people like it. I like it, you know. But that was technically my first single. And then for me, independently, then I actually dropped a lot of those songs on an EP called Power right after that when I was out of my label deal.
And you're from a very musical area for sure. New Orleans is one of my favorite places to visit. So with all of the culture that's down in New Orleans, how has the New Orleans sound been implemented into the sound of Keithian?
You know what's funny is I grew up in New Orleans, in Louisiana, and all the way into East Texas. It's got like, honestly, I personally call my music pop, jazz, and beat because I started as a jazz artist. And I feel like everything I do is incorporated in that, just because of the culture. It's just there. I'm so blessed and lucky to kind of have that culture just embedded in me. So I got so much more music, and when you hear it, you be like, oh, and then people that understand jazz and stuff, they get the influence and mixing it with the pop, hip hop, R&B, and soul records, you know. So yeah, even down to the island stuff and whatnot. So it's just in me.
Just a little more time with my man Keithian tonight. So you guys stick around. The takeover continues on the Love Offering right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. More love offerings on the way for you right here, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. Middle Child Promotion celebrating 20 years. And it's going down for the Platinum Weekend, June 10th through the 12th. Information up on our website, worship945.com. We're going to discuss that in great length for sure. Tonight, we're with my man Keithian for the Love Offering, and you got your EP Green Clouds available now. You've actually dropped several singles from the project. Now, are you focused on any one in particular, or are you kind of just enjoying feeding music lovers?
I'm enjoying feeding music lovers. Like, to be really honest, I love to hear what people say and what their thoughts about the songs and whatnot and everything. I mean, I love Wasted personally, the acoustic version, because it's the most raw, but they really just all, I don't really have too many choices just because I love to hear what other people say. It inspires me more too, quite frankly.
Loving that energy right there. So what can your fans, even the new fans, expect to come our way for the remainder of 2022?
So more music for sure, collaborations and whatnot, as well as that. I'm gonna start doing shows around the country. Like, I'm headed to the East Coast in June, actually, and gonna be on a few things, and then like as we continue, you'll see more and more things, announcements and whatnot. I'm trying to get down to Alabama.
Listen, I'm ready, and when you come, I gotta be at the show, so don't even question it. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna rock out with you, so trust me.
More love offerings on the way. Be sure to keep it locked right here. My man Keithian hanging out with us just a little bit longer with the takeover, your inspiration station, Worship 94.5 FM. Worship 94.5 FM, your inspiration station. Your man RoJay holding down with my man Keithian, and I've enjoyed you checking in with me tonight, hanging out with me on the Love Offering. Now, Keithian, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
You can find me at Keithian on Instagram, and then you can go to the link in my bio and hit that, and it'll take you everywhere else. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I got a music video that just came out on YouTube called Wasted, acoustic version. Audio Mac, SoundCloud, TikTok. I'm gonna say TikTok because people love TikTok. Title and everything though, for real. So yeah, if you want TikTok dance, you send me one of your songs. I want to see one of my songs on you. So yeah.
Keithian, man, I enjoyed you tonight. Thank you for checking in with me on the Love Offering.
Thank you so much.
Not even a problem at all. You guys be sure to stream Green Clouds. The EP is available now. Follow my man on social media as well. He told you where to find him. And of course, keep requesting his music right here. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to make this happen all over again. So be sure, in the meantime, to love yourself, love one another, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow right here on the Love Offering, the Inspiration Station, Worship 94.5 FM.